Great. Thank you, everyone. This is linebacker Quay Walker. We'll kick things off with our first question coming from Christopher Idle. Christopher.
Hey, Clay. Thanks for taking my question this morning. Congratulations making it to the big game this weekend on Monday. What do you guys got to do to control that Alabama offense? Because it seems like when against Cincinnati learned how to control them a little bit, but the experience helped them at the end. What do you guys got to do to make that not happen at the end of the game on Monday?
We just got to do what we're capable of doing, execute on a high level, communicating to one another, and just doing things that we need to do on the back end and the front end as well. We just pretty much can't give up no plays like we did in the SEC Championship. We gave up a lot of plays by a few busts, you know what I'm saying, things like that. But in order for us to do what we have to do, just manage the quarterback pretty good when rushing and, set the quarterback as well, and things should be where it's supposed to be.
Next will be Michael Casagrande. Michael?
What made it so difficult to get to Bryce Young in that first game?
To be honest, I really can't say. It was just pretty much just the way we rushed. And we just we got really, really close a couple of times, but at the end of the day, you just got to finish when getting close. So pretty much the main thing at that.
Next, we'll hear from Connor Riley. Connor.
Hey, Quay, I hope you're doing well. With this being Dan Lanning's last game at Georgia, what kind of impact do you think he's had on this program in the 4 years that he's been here?
We pretty much enjoyed Coach Lanning. All of us have enjoyed Coach Lanning since he came in. I remember yesterday, we just got on to the staff. The day he came in my house, it was actually during recruiting time. I think I want to say around late December, November, whatever, probably January or something like that. But he played a huge impact, as well as all of our other coaches as well. We're going to miss him. So hope that answers your question.
All right. Chip Towers. Chip.
Let me unmute here. A little bit more on the pressure situation. Did you feel like it was? It looked like it watching the game that you guys. It wasn't for lack of trying. I mean, you guys put some of your pressure packages on and just didn't get there. How much of it was them thwarting what you were trying to do, and how much of it was sometimes it seemed like you guys dropped a lot of guys in coverage?
I pretty much say it just fell back on us. I think we had everything dialed up pretty good, but sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But more than likely, I think in that game it worked. But like I said earlier, we just couldn't really get home. We was there or whatnot, but it may be a little smaller nib that we had to do to get better in order for us to do what we had to do to get a sack or to get him down, whatever the case may be. But that whole game, I think the game plan was pretty good for us and what we did by dropping the coverage and showing all types of things and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he's a pretty smart guy. So you just got to play football.
Right. Next will be Zachary Braziller. Zach.
Wait, what do you remember? Obviously you weren't on the team then, but from the 2018 national championship game, did you watch it and what did you remember? And also, have you guys heard a lot about that at all now that there's a rematch?
Only thing I remember watching, watched the whole game. It was a pretty good game. I know we came out with the lead at first. Things started to change later towards the game. But other than that, no, we haven't talked about that or even the past game or whatnot. Besides us talking about our mistake that we made in that game and things that we gave up. But other than that, no, nobody hasn't talked about that game.
Next we'll hear Anthony Dasher. Anthony.
Hey, Quay. You hear and read a lot that schematically Georgia has to do this differently defensively. It's got to do that defensively. Is it really that simplistic, or is it just a matter again of just executing? No missed tackles, no bust, etc.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing we have to do. Just worry about us, tackle well, rally to the ball, and communicate or whatnot, so we won't have these type of busts that we had in that past game. It's the only thing we have to do. We just play our game, and everything else should take care of itself and play out fine.
Next will be Heather Dinich. Heather?
Quay, for 12 games, your defense was lauded as historically good. And then the SEC championship game took some luster off of that. How much does your defense still have to prove in your mind?
At the end of the day, we just have to prove to ourselves, me proving to those other 10 guys that I'm out there on the field with, and the offense as well as a whole team. We have nothing to be worried about proving anybody else outside of this building, outside of this team. At the end of the day, we're the only ones that matter and what it comes down to. So other than that, our main focus is just need to be on worrying about us and how we can get better as a team and be able to do what we need to do in order for us to get a win on Monday.
Next will be Steve Croner.
Working on a story on Brock Bowers, wondering how soon did you realize he was going to make as big an impact as he has? And is there one play either in practice or in game that really stands out for you as Brock leaving his mark on the 2021 Georgia Bulldogs?
Pretty much as soon as he came in, as we started doing conditioning, summer conditioning and doing those types of things, the way he pushed himself, the way he stood out, probably wouldn't be able to tell that he was a freshman just coming in, the way he worked. But yeah, I think he pretty much wired different in the way that he built and the way that he came in and started working. He's made a ton of plays. The plays that you see him making the game, the same as that plays he make in practice. So.
Next will be Dennis Dodd. Dennis?
Hey, Quay, thanks congratulations on getting there. What is it about the linebacker position that drew you to it? I don't know what age, I don't know when you started there, but that seems to be the center of most defenses.
You saying what made me start playing linebacker?
Yeah, what drew you to it, to play that position?
Actually, it started in high school. One of my coaches, Coach Shelton Felton, I was playing offense at the time, and that's thing, he was just like, I think I was real physical on the offensive side. He like, next year I'm gonna switch to defense. And by the time I switched to defense, before I want to say, played a down to defense, it was already out to certain colleges or whatnot, just because of my size and everything like that. So that pretty much started me playing defense or linebacker. I think that answered your question by me just being real physical on the offensive side of the ball.
Great, thank you.
Next will be Lance McCurley. Lance?
Quay, the hit that Chavis Chambliss had the other night, obviously he was ejected from the game, but what was that kind of reaction in the locker room when he took down that back and just kind of showed his skill, and how important is he for the future of this program, especially with some of the younger guys?
I can't say in the locker room, but I know on the sideline who was pretty hyped about it. It's a great hit. Chaz is a person that worked real, real hard and has a bright future as well. A lot of those guys come in and they work each and every day just by seeing the older guys and the leaders. So seeing the way we work, it pretty much affects them and draw an impact on them coming in and getting better each and every day and far on towards the future. So, yeah.
Next will be Jake Rowe. Jake?
Quay, how did you process that SEC championship loss to Alabama? What were your emotions, immediately after that game?
I felt pretty bad. Since being here, I'm 0-3 against them. So that felt pretty bad. But knowing that we didn't have any sacks, on defense, any turnovers, more than likely, you're not going to win that game if you don't do those types of things. So at the end of the day, I pretty much already knew they were pretty much the better team that day because we didn't execute on those types of things. So as bad as I wanted to say it hurt it as it did, I kind of pretty much already knew why we didn't win that game. So I knew the mistakes that we had already made that led up until that. So.
Next will be Michael Casagrande. Michael?
We've always heard a lot about how Kirby Smart's this ultimate competitor. Do you have any stories, any memories behind the scenes about him and his, ultra competitive side?
No, I don't pretty much have any memories about it, but I know I have a lot. It's a lot I could say, but I can't really just tell you one off my head. I think everybody know how Coach Smart is without me being able to tell y'all. I think y'all can see that from the outside. So, yeah.
Next will be Jake Jennings. Jake?
Quay, we heard earlier this year that Stetson uses a flip phone. He's gotten a lot of criticism this season and seems like he usually bounces back pretty well. Is he somebody that is not really involved with what people are saying about him and he just likes to stay focused, and is having a flip phone a part of that?
I want to say I think Stetson had a flip phone before the start of the season, I want to say. But, yeah, Stetson don't really pay too much attention to what's being said to him. We don't either. So, like I said earlier, I think for a question, the main thing is just for us to worry about all the guys that's in here, because don't nobody else matter in their opinion. At the end of the day, whether you're doing good or bad, somebody's going to have something bad to say about you anyway, regardless. So I think that's his main focus, and the way that he approached that and just cancel out all the outside noise. Give major props to him for that. But, yeah, Stetson Ben had a flip phone. I don't think he really too much care about the outside noise and social media.
Great. Quay, we thank you very much for your time today. Best